the Navy midshipmen, taking on a fellow opponent from the American, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Navy ready for kickoff. Get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Memphis Tigers offense will get the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. Finds his man down the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look.
Breaks into the open. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Well, this offense giveth, and then it turned around and giveth it back.
And I think a bunch of people are going to go, why don't they just turn around and hand the ball off? I'm not going to hand the ball off every single play. I understand nice big play the play before, but listen, you got to mix it up. You got to keep them guessing, but you obviously want to have a little more success than in the second.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Memphis! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Navy midshipman offense comes out, and they'll try to put together their first drive of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Another incompletion on third down. Navy will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wideout, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Using his feet. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. And he got just enough of that one. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the first.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting it out there.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Power football with the run. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Thompson. Turning it on! And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Quickly to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football. And 2nd down.
They good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They'll try to power it in. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense as he's knocked down immediately.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get
throw to the end zone, picked off.
I tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here's the heat. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Horvath. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Navy will have to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Navy offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll leave it with him. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Horvath. Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Grab behind the line. It's Kent. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Looking downfield, it's Horvath using the quick game. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Navy will go back on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Finds his man. It's Hutchinson. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
It's so much easier to play defense when you know where the quarterback's going to be. But when you got a guy that can move outside the pocket and make big plays like this, it's so hard. Do I bring a blitz here? Do I bring a blitz there? He continues to make big plays outside the pocket.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Lewis wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Now the play fake. Looking to get it in. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Looking to pass. It's Horvath. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Midshipman.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Now they'll run the draw. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Gonna sling it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hawkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun. Wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Complete to the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He stopped right there, short of the first down. Defense trying to preserve the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Timeout, Navy.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. To the air, it's Horvath. He's got the back in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Touchdown, Navy! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Anderson. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Tight end now in motion. Lewis wants to pass. The throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Flips it out in the flat. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Navy offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the deep.
Breaks into the open. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the quarterback takes a knee. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season on the field, but they got the win here at the very end of the season to earn that trip.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.